we've got a lot of studio artists here, and this night's for them. Also, I just wanted to tell you we're going to start the live auction here in just a few minutes, and that'll kind of be self-explanatory. But in the morning at 8 o'clock, our silent auction is going to go online, and you can bid on our silent auction pieces from tomorrow morning at 8 to Sunday afternoon at 6. And at 6 o'clock, it will close down and be done. But we just want to tell you how much we appreciate your support of Studio by the Tracks. I mean, we really could never do any of this without all of you. And so thank you so much. And I'm going to introduce Jay Bender. He's the president of our board of directors.
And with that, Catie Thompson.
Hello. Also, thank you so much for coming out, and thank you for bearing with us as we tried to figure out how to do a hybrid event for the very first time. And if anyone thinks it's easy, y'all come talk to me. Okay, so I just wanted to go over a couple of things. So obviously this is our first time, so be patient with us. Hopefully we won't have any more hiccups. I think we're set to go. But and just a reminder that for the live auction tonight, the bids are coming from you guys in this room, but also from anyone watching at home online. So I'm going to be over here holding up a paddle if any online bids come in. So y'all will be able to see that. And if you do win tonight, just stay where you are. And Danny, who is somewhere over there, hopefully y'all can see her. There she is. Okay. She's going to come and just finalize the auction for you real quick. So yeah, just stay where you are, look for that cutie, she'll be there. For anyone bidding at home, just a reminder that only the items that are currently up for bid are the only ones that you can bid on. Everything else is going to be view only. I don't know why I'm looking at you guys, just pretend you're at home. And also, if you don't win anything tonight, or you're not planning on bidding on the live auction, there's also plenty of other opportunities for you to give money to the studio. You can do that through our website. You can do that through the auction app that you're all very familiar with now, I'm sure. And if you have any questions, look for the tall girl. I can probably answer a lot of them. And that is it for me. So with great appreciation, I present Scott Ford, who's going to be our auctioneer tonight, and we're going to be ready to go. Let me pull this up. Here, pull Scott down one second. Just pull it out of your eyesight.
Perfect. Okay, how is everybody? Well, welcome back. I missed y'all last year. Did y'all miss me? I hope so. Well, first of all, let me just say, we've thanked the sponsors that support our organization, which is fantastic. We've thanked the artists, some of whom are here. But let's say thank you to all the people that work at Studio by the Tracks, okay? So thank y'all very much for what y'all do, okay? So raise your hand if you're an employee, you work there, volunteer, thank you. All right, so now everybody make sure they have a drink. Let's get liquored up and spend some money. It's been a year since, almost 2 years since we've been here, so we need to make a lot of money tonight. And remember, we're doing it online and live, so just, bear with us as we kind of figure this out, okay? So the first piece is by Mr. Byron Pickett over here. All right, so I think most all of us know Byron. He's actually one of our Studio by the Track artists. And this piece is called Color Meditation. And it's a really cool piece. Byron always does stuff with lots of color. So Byron, we're going to sell it right now for you, okay? And remember that the Studio by the Track artist gets 60% of the sale proceeds, okay? All right, so let's start with $200. Who has 200? I got 200. What about 300 back here? I've got 200 up here, 300 back there, number 5. What about 400? Who's 400? I've got 300 over here, 400, 400 in the back, 400, 450. Who will give me 450? 450. I've got 400 back here, 450, 450 up front. What about 500? 500. Anybody give me 500? We're going to sell it at 450 at not. Let's sell it at 450 up here. You've got it, number 25. All right. Thank you, Byron.
25.
Yeah, 25. All right, so our next piece this. I mean, I've got 700 over here. 700 I've right here. I've got 700, 750. 750. What about 800? 800. I got 750. Will you do 800, ma'am? 800. 850. I've got 800 over here. 850. It's money. It's just money. It's just money. And there are lots of jobs available right now, by the way. I've got 800 over here. 800. We're going to sell it right here at $800 to number 5. Thank you. Is it thunder? I think it is.
All right. Do you and Julia? Okay, Scott, give us 1 second.
So this is number, yeah. Okay, now I know Paul Ware is here. I saw him earlier. Okay, he's back over here to the left where I can't see him. Paul, I mean, Paul got a better shout out than I did, and I'm the auctioneer, for God's sakes. So Paul is an old friend of mine. Some of you may know I'm a recovering lawyer too, that I now sell real estate, so yeah. But Paul went to Swanee undergrad and then went to W&L Law School where I went. Was a little ahead of me, but I knew him when I first started practicing here in Birmingham. I think everybody knows he should have been an artist all his life instead of a lawyer, but he is a fantastic artist, has been shown several times, and has also been on the board of directors of Studio by the Tracks. So, Paul, thank you for your service. I don't know what it means that it's thundering outside. Like, God does not like me or something. Okay, so, we ready to go? We're starting at $500 on this piece. Oh my God, now wait a minute. Give me a minute, lady. Come on. All this technology up here, give me a second. All right, this is Fastest by Paul Ware. I've got 500 right here, so 600. What about 600? I've got 500 right here. I've got 600 over here. 700. Thank you, sir. 700. What about 800? Yes, absolutely. I was about to say, as anxious as you were, 900. Thank you, sir. 1,000. I've got 900. What about 1,000? 1,000. Hey, let's start early. Let's go. 1,000. Come on. Yeah. I've got 900 over here. What about 1,000? $1,000. Thank you, sir. 1,100. Thank you. 1,200. Come on now. Raise it. Come on. 1,200. Is that a yes? Yes. All right. 1,300. 1,300 over here. 1,300 over here. Do the eyebrows mean yes? I can't move mine as much because I had Botox recently, so I'm like, all right, so, see, you got me off track. Where are we? You're now, like, now it's going to be higher. It's going to be like 1,200. It's like, no. I know that's not right. Where were we, 1,100? You're about to pay 1,200 for it, right? You've got 1,100. You're about to pay 1,200. We've got it over here, 1,100, 1,200. No, hey, the wife wants it. Come on, for God's sakes. I've got 1,100 here. Come on, $1,200. It's Paul Ware. We all know him. He's in the room. That's embarrassing not to bid on it now. I mean, come on. All right, I've got 1,100 over here. Anybody else? 1,100 over here. We're going to sell it right here, $1,100. Thank you very much. Show me your number, please, sir. Show me your number one more time. Your number. Number 4. Thanks. All right. Y'all are making this hard on me. Okay, the next is a Studio by the Tracks artist. And just let me remind you again that the artists at Studio by the Tracks, the reason we're here tonight, they get 60% of the sale proceeds of these items. So this is called Bluebirds by Ken O'Loughlin. Is Ken here? I think that they left. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is acrylic paint on canvas, and we're going to start it at $350. $350. So, all right, let's start on Bluebirds. $350. Do we have a bid of $350 right here, number 17? Thank you, sir. All right, $350. What about $400? $400. $400. Thank you, sir. 450. What about 450 over here around the corner? 450, thank you, sir. 500. We've got 450 over here. Do I have 500 in the room? 500. All right, but 550 then. We're at 550. What about 600? Do we have 600 anywhere? I've got 550 over here. 550 over here. All right, we're going to sell it. Is that number 17? I can't see right there. We're going to sell it. 17, number 17, $500. Am I going too fast?
I'm sorry. We're going to need just a couple of seconds.
Okay. Okay. All right, so I want everybody to grab a drink real quick. We got like a little 2-minute break while we kind of renegotiate with this computer up here, okay? And I'm very good at negotiating, so we'll see how this goes, all right? So grab a drink real quick. Let's make sure that the staff know that they should be serving drinks out here, passing around, okay? Yep. There you go. Just to bring some levity. So a really good friend of mine, Seattle guy. So it could be that, you know? Yeah. And then I had a friend in Seattle say I lost sound for a minute, now I'm back and stuff. So.
We're just going to have it.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, everybody get your cocktail. Get it. All right. Yes. Oh, I love a director who pours wine. Okay, you guys ready to start again? Let's keep this rolling. We got people online looking. So, all right, just bring that chatter down. All right. This is Reflecting in Color by Allison Brown. All right, now y'all should be drinking and raising your hands, not talking, okay? All right, so Allison Brown's a longtime supporter of Studio by the Tracks. I think a lot of us know her. And she's generously donated artwork year after year for this event. So first of all, thank you. I don't think she's here, but I could be wrong, but I don't know. But anyway, she's known for obviously her bold and brightly colored paintings. This is acrylic on canvas with resin. We're going to start the item auction at $350. So I do have $350 in the room. Let's see, $350. I've got an online bid of $350. What about $450? $450 right here. So now we're at $450 and we've got an online bidder. So $450 in the house. All right, so $500, ma'am. $500. $550, guys. $550. We're now at $550. All right, so online is ringing up, catching up to us. We got $550 over here. What's $600? $600, thank you, sir. $650, anybody in the room? $650. Are you going to really let that guy next to you beat you? Yeah, I wouldn't. Like, all right, $600, $650. Yeah, absolutely, yes, yes. $700, now don't let him, yes, thank you. $700, what about $750? $750 over here, this side's been very quiet. $700 right here, we got $700 right here. Anybody's $750, we're going to sell it. $700. All right, we're going to sell it to you, sir. $700 if you'll hold up your side. Yeah. Now you got it. Number 18, $700. Thank you. Okay, the next two pieces are item number 159, starting bid of $500. This is a pair of great ink on paper framed in a beautiful gold frame by Catie Radney. Catie was a self-educated abstract artist down from Alexander City, but has quite the resume. I don't think she's here, is she? Okay. She's not here, but yeah, I said Alex City. I did. I know the Radneys and the Russells from Alex City. I went to school with them. So anyway, so she's a great artist and has a great history of where she studied. But these are beautiful. She donated us these to Studio by the Tracks. We really appreciate that. And we're starting at $500 for the pair. Okay? We got $500 up front. What about $600? Who will give me $600? What about $700, ma'am? $700? What about $800? $800? All right, I'm at $800. What about $900? $900 right here. What about $1,000? What about $1,000? I've got $900, $1,000 right there. $1,100, sir. $1,100 here. What about $1,200 in the back? Thank you, sir. $1,200. What about, oh, Bob, do not think you're leaving without bidding. I've got $1,200 back here. Bob McKenna, yeah. All right, $1,200 in the back. What about $1,300? What about $1,300? I've got $1,200 in the back by the window. What about $1,300? This is actually amazing. So, all right. It is really coming a storm out there. I'm going to take that as a sign. I'm going to bid $1,300 myself. All right. I have my own bid, $1,300 now. $1,400, gentlemen, $1,400. I'll do $1,500. $1,600. $1,600. I've got them at $1,500 right now. $1,600 man in the back by the windows. I've got them at $1,500. Remember, I'm a volunteer and I do this to get the prices up. Okay. So I'm at $1,500 up front. $1,500. Anybody else? $1,600. I'm looking for $1,600. I'm about to buy these. And I have a lot of nudes in my house already. Oh, yes, all right, thank you. My niece and nephew, thank you. They say, Uncle Scott, why do you have so many naked people in your house? All right, $1,600 right there, $1,600. All right, we're going to sell it, $1,600 right there. Hold up your sign, sir. Number 62, $1,600. Okay, wait, guys, and all of those of you that are doing this online, my best friend from law school is in Miami. He's online. A good friend of mine in Seattle, Washington is. I'm just going to tell you, it is like raining cats and dogs in Birmingham right now, so we're trying to pull stuff from the outside in, so just be patient with us as we kind of work this whole hybrid auction, okay? Do I need to ask volunteers? I mean, it's look at it. It's like the wind is blowing. Okay. Next item. Okay, great. The power is blinking. Okay, everybody, listen up. Listen up. If you're a Studio by the Tracks artist volunteer, we might need some help on the front porch to move some of the silent auction items off the front porch because the wind and the rain, so thank you. But let's keep going. Whoa, it's going to be a stormy night. This is going to be fun. Okay. Everybody listen up now. This is one always, and I know John was here earlier. This is always a great piece. John, are you around? John Miller? I saw him earlier. Okay. This is one of our Studio by the Tracks artists. This is called Evening Walk by John Miller. It's graphite and acrylic on paper in a black frame. And he's obviously always a very popular sale at our auctions. So we're going to start the bidding on John's piece at $250. Do I have $250 in the room? $250. $250. What about $300 up front? $300. $350 over here. Do I have $350 over here? I've got $300 up front. $350. Thank you, sir. $400. Do I have $400? I've got $350. Thank you. $400. $450. Thank you. $500. Thank you, sir. $500. You good with that? I mean, it's just $50 for God's sakes. Yes. Okay. I'm going to make you do it anyway. I'll give you the $50. All right. So we got $500 right here. $550 up front. $500 back here. $550. $550 anywhere. I'm going to sell it for $500. I'm going to sell it for $500, and I'm going to owe you $50. $500 to, wait. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, you got to be loud and obnoxious. All right, $550 right here. What about $600? I got $550 right here, $600 anywhere. Anywhere in the room. I've got 550 right here. Katie, anybody online? I've got 550. 600. Yeah. Like, I bet they don't have any art in their house, do they? All right, $600. What about 650, sir? Don't let him beat you over $50. 650. Thank you, sir. 650, 700. I'm at 650, 700. 700 right here. 700. What about 750 anywhere? I've got 700 over here. We're about to sell it. All right, we're going to sell it. $700 sold to number 19. Thank you. Did I? Oh. Okay, we're about to sell item number 51 by Anne Couch. Anne is an artist who's had a really long career, classically trained at Hollins College Studio Art graduate. She used to create portraits, but she studied everywhere. Penland School of Craft in North Carolina, Corcoran School of the Arts, Washington Studio School. Very, very great artist. This is a smaller piece, but it's a mixed media, 14 by 18 by 2. It's really cool. It's called Deconstructed Nude. All right, you guys listen up. We're about to sell this. So we're going to start at $300. I got 300 up here. What about 400? What about 400? Thank you. What about 500? 500. What about 600? Thank you. 600 right here. What about 700? I've got 700 right here. What about 8? 800 over here. What about 9? Anybody give me 9? I've got 809. What about 1,000? 1,000 here. What about 1,100? I've got 1,000 right here. What about 1,100? Don't let them have it for $1,000. 1,100. I've got $1,000 right here. Anybody else? Anybody else? Katie, how are we looking online? 1,100. Thank you. All right, we've got 1,100 over here on the left. Anybody else? 1,200. I've got 1,100 over here with number 5. Anybody else? We're about to sell it. 1,100 is sold to number 5. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, 233, Meredith Keith. We're going to start at 1,500. All right, so I think everybody in town knows Meredith Keith, also a great supporter of the studio. I bet you can't, can you guess the title of this? It's called Mona. Even I got that, and I'm not an art student. All right, so obviously we all know Meredith Keith. She has been a great donor to Studio by the Tracks, has a gallery here in town. Local artist. Now, y'all listen up. We're going to start this at $1,500. She's a fantastic artist. This is 48 by 60 by 1.5 on the side. It's acrylic on canvas. So we're starting the auction at $1,500, and we really need to raise some money tonight. So remember, we're all here for a great nonprofit. We've all eaten chicken soup for a whole year until they started doing takeout. So let's spend our money tonight. Meredith Keith, $1,500. 1,500. Where? Oh, 1,500. Thank you. 1,600. What about 1,600? I got 1,500 up front. 1,600. I'll bet $1,600 for God's sakes. I've got 1,600. What about 1,700? Anybody at 1,700? I've got it at 1,600. 1,700. Thank you. What about 1,800? 1,800. I've got 1,700 over here. Now, I think my friend in Miami is bidding on this, so make sure that internet is uploaded. So 1,700 over here, 1,700. Anybody at 1,800? I'm gonna go 1,800 actually. I love this piece. I love Meredith Keith. What about 1,900? I've got it at 1,900. All right, I'm gonna go 2,000. You want to? All right, let's raise some money, okay? I'm at 2,000. You want 2,100? 2,100? That's a bargain actually. 2,100. See if my friend Tiki's bidding yet. He should be bidding. All right, 2,100. All right, anybody at 2,200? I've got 2,100 over here, 2,100 over here. I'm going to sell it. I actually want it, but I'm going to let you have it because y'all been so nice on bidding tonight. $2,100 over here. Number, show me your number again. 18. And if you don't want it, I'll buy it from you. Okay? That's a pretty good deal. Okay, the next item is on our catalog 107-1, and it is by Michael Hall, and I think we all know Michael Hall. Come on up here, Michael. Come over there. How are you, Michael? All right, so I think we all know Michael Hall. He's one of our artists at Studio by the Tracks, and he always has fantastic work. This is called Superhero Academy, and it is ink, marker, and found paper collage on wood. And we are going to start the bid tonight at $250. Who will give me $250? I got $250, $350. $450 around the corner at number 17, $450. What about $550? I've got $550 here in the middle. What about $650? I've got $550 here, $550 in the middle, $650 around the corner over here, $650. Who's okay? Thank you, ma'am. $650 in the back, $750. I need $750. I've got $650 on the left. I need $750. Come on, open those pocketbooks. $750. $850. What about $850 back here, ma'am? $850. It's just $100. $850. What about $850? Give me $850. Give me $850. Come on. Oh, we got an old line bid of $850. Okay, my friends are waking up on the East Coast. All right, I've got $850 online. So $950. Thank you, Trent. $950. I got $950 here. $1,000. Somebody give me $1,000. Let's get to $1,000. Thank you. It's fantastic. All right, what about $1,100? $1,100. I've got $1,000 down here. What about $1,100? What about $1,100? I've got $1,000 down here. $1,100 around the corner. Is it around the corner? I'm having a hard time seeing that table. I've got $1,000 up front. Anybody want to pay $1,100? Online bidding. I've got $1,000. We're going to sell it for $1,000 right here. Show me your number. $1,000. Way to go! Michael, thank you. Yeah. That's fantastic. Yay, Michael! Thank you. Thank you. Okay, all right. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. All right. Okay, this is item number 155 on the internet. It's Arthur Price. I think we all know Arthur Price. He's been painting for as long as he can remember. An artist and a gardener, a local painter here, very well sought after. This is called Near Avalon. So it's a 36 by 48 by 1.5 inch acrylic on canvas board. And we're going to start this as a really good bargain. We're going to start at $500. So $500, what about 6? I've got 6 back here. What about 7? 7. What about 8? 8, thank you, sir. 9. I've got 9 right here. What about 1,000? I've got 9 right here. 1,000, thank you, sir. 1,100 up front. I've got 1,100. What about 1,200? 1,200, thank you, sir. 1,300. I've got 1,200 over here. What about 1,300? I've got 12. You've got it at 1,200. Yeah. I mean, but I'll go ahead and give you. Yeah. Thank you for being so generous. Like, you've got it at 12 unless I'm losing my mind, which is very possible. 1,200, 1,300 right here up front. I now have 13. I've got 14 here. What about 15? 1,500. I've got 1,500 to the left, 1,600 up front. What about 17? 17. What about 18, ma'am? Ma'am? 18? She said, do not say my name from the microphone. I've got 1,800 right here. Thank you. What about 19? I've got 19. 2,000. I've got 2,000. What about 2,100? I've got 2,000 over here. 2,100. I'm going to sell it for 2,000. I'm going to sell it for 2,100. Thank you, ma'am. 2,100. All right, 2,200, sir. 2,200. 23, ma'am. I got 2,200 over here. 23, thank you, sir. What about 24? I've got 24, thank you. 25, I've got 24 to my left over here. 25, anybody else for 25? Ma'am up front, you pay attention. 25, thank you, ma'am. 26, sorry, don't let her get it. 2,600. 26, come on. Let's do it. I've got 2,500 right here. Oh, we've got an online bid at 2,600. All right. It is working. All right, it's working. 2,600. All right, 2,700. 2,700? All right, I've got 2,700, now 28. All right, so I've got 28 here in the house, 28 right here. So 2,800, I've got 2,800, 2,900. Thank you, ma'am. The sleeper up here has not bid at all. Now she's in at 2,900. I love it. All right, I've got 2,900 right here up front. What about 3,000? 3,000 online. Way to go. Yeah. All right, what about 3,100, Miss Sleeper up here? 31. Now you're at 32. See, if you don't act fast, these internet people will catch us. So we're now at 3,200 online. Okay, 3,200. What about 3,300? Don't let the internet people catch you. 3,300. 3,300 right here. All right. Anybody else? 3,300. I've got 3,300. Anybody else in the back? 3,400. All right, I've got an online bid. 3,400. Sorry. Do you want to hit 3,500? I've got an online bid at 3,400. Came at the same time. 3,500 online. See, guys, you cannot rest. You cannot rest. 3,600. Maybe we should just say 4,000 and like get this going, okay? Yeah? Yeah, so what about $4,000, ma'am? $4,000! I love this woman. I'm gonna go ask her out in a minute. I love her. $4,000 right here. We're about to sell it. $4,000. Anybody else in the house? All right, $4,000 sold to number 5. $4,000. Well, find out who they are, and I'll write a letter of apology. Oh my God. 157 Holly Terrell. This is the last one? Okay. I know you are. Okay. Are y'all ready for the very last piece of the night? I know you're like, no, because God, we've enjoyed you, Scott. You've been so great. Like, shit, don't leave us. But this is it, and this is one of the best pieces I think I've seen tonight. I love this. This is called Kelp Garden by Holly Terrell. Now, is everybody paying attention to me? This is my last moment in the sunshine. Listen up. All right, so Kelp Garden by Holly Terrell, and Holly's a mixed media artist and photographer working here in Birmingham and generously donated her work tonight. I don't think she's here. She's not here, but anyway, but we appreciate her donating this. We appreciate all these artists donating their work. I mean, this is amazing. So let me tell you, I'm not an artist, but if you are an artist, you get hit up by every nonprofit in town. So we really, if you get a chance to see these people, if you know them, please thank them and say, thank you for giving to Studio by the Tracks. We appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to start this piece at 500. Now, make sure that internet's refreshed, because I know my friend in Miami wants this, so I've already sent him photos. All right, so we're going to start at $500. Who's got? I got 500 over here. We're about 600. 600. Do we want to do 700? I got, no, you got it, Jay, at 600. I was talking to you, right? I've got it 600 right here. What about 700? I need 700, thank you. 700, what about 8? 800, what about 9? I've got 800 over on the left. What about 9? Thank you, sir. 900, what about 1,000? 1,000, thank you, Mr. Bender. 1,000, what about 1,100? $1,100, thank you. 1,100, 1,200, Jay. Jay, 1,200, yep. 1,200 in the back. Thank you, number 59, 1,200. All right, what about 1,300? I've got 1,200 over here to the left, 1,300 online bid. What about 1,400? 1,400. I've got 1,300 online. Need 1,400 in the house or online. I've got 1,300. All right. 1,300 is right now online bid. Anybody else? We're going to sell it online. Wait a minute, 1,400? All right, I've got 1,400 back here. What about 15? I've got 1,500 in the house. So now we're at 1,500. So 1,500 in the house. What about 1,600? 1,600. I've got 1,500 up front. Are we on 16, 1,500, 1,600, 1,600? What about 1,700? 1,700? I'm going to bid 1,700. I'll take 1,700. Yep. All right. 1,800. 17, and trust me, y'all, I live in a small condo. I do not have room for this shit. So don't let me get this at 1,700. All right. 1,800. 17, 18 online. I bet that's my friend. It better be. All right. 1,800 online. 1,900. We got $1,800 online. Anybody else? I'm going to sell it online. I hope it's my friend in Miami. 1,800. We're going to sell it. All right, sold online, $1,800. Yeah. I hope he doesn't want me to bring it. All right. Okay, so, all right. So let me just say in closing, thank y'all again for letting me do this. I appreciate coming, Suzanne, everybody else involved. And if you did not win something tonight, do not forget the way it's working this year. The silent auction begins tomorrow at 8 a.m. and runs through Sunday at 6 p.m. And let me tell you, there is some amazing art in that silent auction. I'm not kidding. Some really cool pieces. Photographed by Sherman of Joe, the Willie that used to play at Joe Bar years ago. I don't know if anybody went there but me, but I love it. So anyway, check that out. That's another way to support this studio. To everybody at Studio by the Tracks that made this happen, and this was a first-time event. I've got a bottle of Xanax for y'all in a minute, and you're going to enjoy it. Because I know this has been stressful. This has not been easy, but it went well. COVID was a crazy freaking year, but we made it. And hey, Studio by the Tracks, thanks for all y'all do. And thank you to all our artists who are still here, like Michael and others, okay? Thank you guys. Y'all have a great night.